Okay, back for round two. Hello and good luck, Dreamfall. Would you like to play first? Sure. And we gotta keep a couple baleful Eidolons to keep us alive until we draw some more lands to destroy. And I also took a moment to get to this game, just like the last round. But Dreamfall is here, so thanks, Dreamfall, for being more on top of it than myself. And I'll lead off with an island to sort of, shake things up, not give my opponent much to go on. If I had, of course, Rika's Cures in my deck, that would not be the case. But I don't, so who cares? Ooh, Hero's Downfall. That'd be nice. Forgot I had that in the deck. That's super fun. Might even just play the land, hang on to the next Eidolon until next turn. Yeah, why not? We'll keep the Downfall for something important. And there's really no need to waste. I mean, it could be like Conservation of Mana, play it, it gets another Devotion to Grey Merchant, but I think it'll have better value if I save it to bestow on something later. I'm not under a lot of pressure right now, and I just want to go late, so I shall be waiting. Cool Freecon Beans. Alrighty. My opponent is playing a bunch of mountains and nothing else, which suits me just fine. Do I want to play Erebos' Emissary? Generally speaking, yes, I very much want to play Erebos' Emissary, but it plays right into Lightning Strike. I guess I can just discard Baleful Eidolon. Yeah. Big points of damage. Is there anything else I'm worried about? Magma Jet doesn't do it. It's really just Lightning Strike, right? At which point we discard our Baleful Eidolon. Thinking hard? Yes, you are. If another one comes down, do I discard Grey Merchant? I really like an Erebos' Emissary. Huh. I think I do. It's a bummer I can't F6 with Emissary out, but that's okay. Mono Blue is interesting. Let's go ahead and scry and see what else is coming our way. Disciple. That makes me want to wait to play Grey Merchant, because that's not going to do a whole lot. So we can play that next turn. Normally I would want to do that, but since my opponent's doing literally nothing... Oh, I can't even play Grey Merchant, because Temple comes in to play tapped. Durr. But since my opponent's stuck on whatever second color my opponent's stuck on... Is this another Lightning Strike? No, a Magma Jet. Please, Magma Jet away. Baleful Eidolon has served its purpose. 2 Eidolons taking out 2 premium removal spells? Yeah, that's a good thing. The scrying is unfortunate because it allows my opponent to grab whatever the next color is, but whatever. Black. Not something I'm overly worried about. That does mean that Dark Betrayal is going to be relevant. Do I want to waste a Hero's Downfall on the Kragma Warcaller? Yeah, I think I do. It just sets my opponent back so much. And I'm going to be using all my mana the next few turns, and then I'll have Lash of the Whip up, so I'm cool with that. And it's going to be really hard for my opponent to get back from this anyway. Alright. Magma Jet, Tormented Hero, Fleshmad Steed. I really don't even care about a Magma Jet, but these other cards I really don't care about, so goodbye. There is a Steed. And a Hero. Should have used Hero's Downfall on the Fabled Hero. Is that what's called? No, Fabled Hero is the good white card. Whatever the other hero was. Tormented Hero, yeah. Waste of a CAD. We're going to drain for 5 this next turn. Opponent gets a Stone Shock Giant, which actually will lash the whip right away. Hey. And then we should have it next turn. Maybe not. Because my opponent'll still be at 3. Ooh, an Emissary. And the Tormented Hero. And all there is a Steed and one other card in hand. Land would have been grand. I'll attack in with the Emissary. Do I discard the Grey Merchant? I think the 5 points of damage is relevant enough, right? Does my opponent block the Emissary? My opponent's so low on life. Perhaps my opponent does. I'm thinking too hard about this. I don't want to risk losing the Grey Merchant. We'll just do that and pass the turn. My opponent can't attack. And as I draw more creatures or any other relevant spell, we should be able to pound through the last few points of damage. Opponent has his or her own Erebos' Emissary. Definitely looking forward to bringing in a, whatchamacallit, Dark Betrayal. Of course, I draw the Nut card. Is there any reason to attack with Erebos Emissary? No, because I'm not... There's no way I'm discarding the Asp. So we're fine. I should have played the Swamp. I forgot I'm playing against black, so there's discards, so my opponent could play, his or her own Disciple of Phoenix, or there's 2 other discard spells. A Thoughtseize, and then isn't there something else that discards? I don't even remember. But definitely something I should have considered. Ooh. Amelita's Charlatan. How about that? If I attack it with an Asp, that is an 8/9, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it has to be a discard. I still kill it, and then I have an Emissary backup. Yeah, I like that. And my opponent has to block. So I'm definitely killing something. Let's see what my opponent can discard the Flesh Mad Steed, but I still get to kill this guy. It just clears things off the table. This is just to put pressure on. Not too sure why. There's got to be a second card in hand, and then I get a lot out of that. Yeah. Then everyone dies, and there's just an Emissary on the side of the table. I'm cool with that. 3 for 1, and my opponent has no cards in hand. Cool. We're still ahead of this game at a 4-point life lead. And my deck does well with lots of mana. Ooh, a Hammer of Perforos. That's a good card. Still not going to help a whole lot. Alright, let's double check what this does. So a 3/3 can come into play at any moment. I attack one with the Emissary. There's a double block. I only kill one. Then I'm in a weak position. Do I want the Charlatan down? Right now, I don't, because I don't have an instant to abuse with it. Should I draw one, though? I think I do want it. I have enough instants in this deck, and I've only played the Hero's Downfall, where actually having the Charlatan out at this stalemate is going to be very good. So I will play it. Normally I'd want to keep such dorky 2/3s for my Emissary, but getting like a Voyage's End to bounce was fine. And my opponent can make 3/3s all day, because my opponent can't really be attacking a whole lot. Though I have to be careful that I don't let my opponent get back in this game. Sea God's Revenge. Alright, so we bounce these 3. My opponent can still make a 3/3. That means I can attack in with my Great Merchant? That seems pretty bad. So instead, we wait. My opponent just gonna keep sacking lands though, right? Though I do like bouncing those guys. I'm waiting. Like he gets hosed by a discard spell. I only need one more land though to double the Sea God's Revenge. That's pretty okay. I just need to draw like some way to pound through. What do I have though? I don't have a whole lot. My Asp is dead, so I need to get either more just dorks in my hand so that Emissary can work, or my monster, right? My crap. Hey, how about that? I draw like a champ. I assume my opponent doesn't have Sip of Hemlock in hand, or rather, Sip of Hemlock in deck. Or otherwise, maybe these sacrifices wouldn't be happening. Or who knows? Maybe there's just a bunch that are, yeah. 'Cause that's the one where I have about the Shipbreaker Kraken. Everyone's got to be a little bit worried about this guy coming up. There are double blocks to be had. So my opponent thinks. It's I do want to copy Sea God's Revenge because that's just too good. There's still a 3/3 that comes on board, but I can attack in still. So yeah, let's do it. Now, how does this work? The controller target is or sorcery spell copies it. That player may choose new targets for the copy. I don't know how this works. We're gonna give it a try. Do I have to hold control or something like that? I've never actually done that. I definitely want to bounce the golems. I guess I'll bounce the emissary, just in case. I'm holding control. I don't know if that does anything. Why is there a swamp in the new game zone? Oh, I'm scrying. That can go on the bottom. And then, ah, dang it. Yeah, I don't know how to make that work better. Well, that is a bummer. So guys, if you know how to make me be able to copy, help me out with that. Oh well, I tried. At least I scried. The bummer is, bouncing the emissary means my opponent gets to now put it on something, but whatever. My opponent doesn't have enough land right away and has been using is continuing to use the lands. Okay. So that's good. That means zero intention to bestow onto anything else. Still going to do a monstrosity, tap down 4 dudes, and then bash in with a bunch. Yeah, that's not what my opponent wanted to do. Like, at all. I could play it safe and play the Disciple, but for 1 red, I'm not worried really about anything. Okay. How do I hold priority with Sea God's Revenge and our Charlatan? That's kind of key because I really wanted to have my Charlatan do some types of copyings. I'm gonna have to investigate that in the very nearest of futures. Anyway, Dark Betrayal for sure happening. Viper's Kiss seems kind of blah. I saw the 1/1 that was discarded, and there's the 2/1. My opponent's looking to be somewhat aggressive, but is also playing some pretty high mana costing spells. I think our deck can handle the aggression initially. I'm tempted to pull out the Grip Tide again and bring in Dark Betrayal. Yeah, because I have enough things that deal with those kind of darky dudes early enough. And the ones that we did see aren't relevant enough. They're not like the flyers that I was so scared of last turn. So yeah, we'll just do this. I think I'm pulling out the Grip Tide. 3-drops are annoying. They're my weakest cards here, but at the same time they do keep things alive. And I do like my Asp to maintain. Yep. Keep it this way. Okay. Not a great keep, but definitely a keep. We got cards, we got lands, and we got spells. Those are all A-okay. An Omen Speaker will help us get to more. Playing my Swamp. In case there's a discard. I definitely want to have my Swamp. Okay. Omen Speaker looking for another Swamp. Cool. Do I want to draw it this turn? Yeah, because that's the one I want to play so that I have the Hero's Downfall next turn available to me. Interesting. There's nothing my opponent wants to do. Well, I'm attacking him for one. If you want to use a Lightning Strike on my Omen Speaker, please do. And the next turn we'll play the Disciple, maybe? My opponent has a bunch of cards in hand. Borderland Minotaur. Do I have good ways to deal with that? I'm tempted just to use Hero's Downfall right now. Maximize my mana. Yeah, because I can't be taking beats with this hand from a 4-3. Hey, there's that Eidolon. Surprise! I knew that was coming. Let's see. I think we'll just go ahead and get fairly aggressive by playing our Emissary instead of the Disciple. Because then we can have real pressure on my opponent. We can even put the Eidolon on top of the Emissary next turn. Oh shoot. I have 6'd, and that was bad. So then I have 3 in case a Lightning Strike came down. We still have attacks. We want that for a Lash of the Whip. Don't care about the extra point of damage right now with the Baleful Eidolon. Alright, so I can bestow up the Emissary, and then in response I'd have to discard the Disciple. I like that because I at least get to maximize my mana. But how much do I like this Disciple? Quite a bit, to be honest. I don't need either of these two right now. Yeah, I like making a 4-4 on my Emissary. It's a bummer because that's like the main target right now. But I'm pretty sure Omen Speaker is going to be outclassed fairly soon. And I think this is kind of key. And it survived a Lightning Strike response, so I'm super happy about that. An Intimidate 4/4 First Striker. Good thing Lash of the Whip's going to handle that pretty quickly. Oh, you want to be aggressive? That seems very silly, my friend. But go for it. I'm cool with that. If that's the case, we just slam a Disciple Phoenix. Let you discard a card. What are you discarding? Coordinated Assault we can play around, so say adios. Coordinated Assault in Mountain. Mount. I shall mount. And then we can F6 right now. And I win this race, my friend, so you probably want to stop that now. Good idea. Very, very good idea. Okay, I can lash the whip and attack. I can just do 6 points of damage. Yeah, let's just do that. I didn't pay attention if my opponent played a mountain last turn. Dreamfall plays mountain. Yep, mountain was played. There's a coordinated assault. That's it. And then we're good. And I presume Sea God's Revenge should get us there. But I'll be careful. I'll be a little careful there. Nothing. You got nothing. Ooh, an asp. Well, let's attack him with everything. See what goes down. That's lethal on board. One block doesn't really do it. This is in case there's something I'm not anticipating. What in red-black? I guess there could also be a lightning strike. But I'm fine if my opponent wants to do that. So yeah, this allows me to keep my emissary on. Ooh, a magma jet. Targeting what? Targeting me? Oh, okay. I think it means go F yourself. I'm not too sure. But we'll just do GG's. And let that go. See what happens. Alright, so my opponent wanted to, I assume that's what GFY means, right? Go fuck yourself? I honestly don't know, I've never seen that before. It's not in my personal vocabulary. So yeah, Dreamfall disconnected. That's fine. We'll see you in the finals.